Okay, so what I found today and the other day is I've been doing a lot of research into this whole Obama extortion thing. And what I found is ever since what caught me onto it was getting on the Donald. I saw something from, what's her name? Anna Kate. She posted a link to an interview she did with the Next News Network about that was retweeted by Trump about extortion 17 and a CIA whistleblower.
Mm-hmm.
It had a couple guys involved. The CIA guy was um, Alan Howell Parrott. He was the guy that was dressed like Gandalf, and while people give him shit for that, I don't really care, because if you're in the CIA and you're in undercover and you're in Afghanistan or wherever you're at, you're gonna need to blend in. So he had a beard. He was like Sikh, whatever that is, some type of religious thing or something, and he was a falconeer. And apparently, I did some research into falcons, and for the weight, they're more expensive than gold to the people in the Middle East. It's like a Lamborghini here. Like people would pay like millions of dollars for these falcons.
Damn.
And there's even a documentary called Feathered Cocaine I was researching that talks about it. And it's like these events where they'll go on these falconeering hunts, and they will have all kinds of people there selling drugs, stuff like that. It'll have lots of like people from the Middle East, drug runners, gun smugglers, stuff like that. And anyways, so he's coming out about how he has information on Osama bin Laden still being alive. Now, when I heard that, I'm like, whoa, what? And apparently, what happened was Obama and Hillary wanted to kill Osama right before Obama's reelection in 2012, and it was like a trophy kill to help him get reelected. And so they knew where Osama was for a while. He was in Pakistan apparently, and that's where the Iranians had told him that he was, but they didn't kill him at first because they were waiting till right before the election. But so when they finally did go in to kill him, they'd moved Osama bin Laden out of the compound and replaced him with a body double. And that would explain why we never got any of the pictures of dead Osama bin Laden or whatever, or his body. And they took the body of the guy that they killed, the body double, and like spread his carcass out all over the mountains. And even though they said they like dumped his body at sea or whatever, which it's like, why would they do that? I don't know why they would do that at sea. So apparently, the Iranians, on top of the fact that they'd made a deal with Obama for Osama, the fact that he knew where he was, didn't kill him, and all that stuff, they were going to blackmail him with the knowledge that he was waiting to kill him, which would look really bad. Like, you're politicizing the biggest enemy in America, and you didn't kill him when you had the chance. So they blackmailed him for the $152 billion, $2 billion in cash, which was going to be in unmarked bills because they were going to use that money to bribe and pay off people in the United States who knew about it to keep it from being all like covered up. And the other $150 billion was the money for Iran that they were getting for not telling the Americans about what really happened. So supposedly Osama bin Laden is still alive, according to Alan Howell Parrott, aka codename Dumbledore, and so that's what I got so far. And what happened after that is they had SEAL Team 6, which you'd think you would have heard if they all died, apparently the biggest single casualties for the whole war was the downing of the helicopter called Extortion 17, which now makes total sense. I mean, the fact that the helicopter was called Extortion 17, or that was, maybe the operation, but that would explain the whole Q thing, and that put a lot of things into perspective. I didn't really follow Q at all, but that kind of tied everything together for me. That would explain it. And the fact that it was called Extortion 17, and the fact that the whole thing was pretty much extortion of the USA made total sense. And it was so obvious, it would serve as a message to anyone that did know what was going on, that they hadn't killed off or bribed, that, like if it's that obvious and nothing happened, it's like you'd be hesitant coming out about it, because if they didn't kill them, SEAL Team 6, they could definitely kill you. And so that's probably why Nick No, the whistleblower, who was he was an analyst or NSA guy who had access to the communications, he heard about all this stuff, and he's the guy that was talking to Anna Kate, and Anna Kate was talking to Charles Woods, who was the father of Tyler Woods, who was part of SEAL Team 6. And Tyler Woods had contacted his father before going in to kill bin Laden, that he wouldn't be able to talk to him for a while, and some shit was going down. And then after the incident happened, he contacted his father to set up a will, and it was after that Charles Woods was killed off, along with the rest of SEAL Team 6.
Or Tyler.
Tyler Woods was killed off with the rest of SEAL Team 6. That would also explain why Obama and Hillary were so cold and to the parents of the victims of Benghazi. So somehow Benghazi was tied into all this. I think Benghazi was another part of the extortion into all this stuff. I'm still getting my head around all of it, but part of what's going on is apparently it was after everything happened that they sent SEAL Team 6 on pretty much a suicide mission, and they were shot down by a heat-seeking missile sold to them by the Obama administration. And it's like you couldn't really avoid it. They said it was shot down by an RPG, which is essentially just like a handheld like grenade that you aim. And I don't know if you've ever played Call of Duty, but it's pretty hard to hit a helicopter with an RPG. I mean, yeah, I can do it in Call of Duty, but I mean, that's a video game. And so, all this stuff, it's coming together. And that's what I got so far. And we'll go from there.